Yo, what's up you guys? It's the Mercenary, and welcome back to a brand new video. So I hope you guys are having an excellent Friday day, night, wherever you're watching this from, and that your weekend just goes as good. So in today's video, we're back with more of my Skyrim Adventures video, and we are in the Forgotten Vale. So you may have noticed that I am not at the ledge where I last left off, but that was because I did a little bit of a recording, assuming that the recording software which I'm using right now was using my default microphone, which is what I'm using right now, which is my Blue Snowball. Unfortunately, it wasn't like that. So basically, I am up to the point where I'm doing this right now. So without further ado, let's get to it. So I do believe at this point I disabled a mod called Frostwall just because it was preventing me from getting to a point in this game which I need to get to, which is to the next way shrine. And I know that if Frostfall would have gotten to me, I would have collapsed and would have been probably sent back towards something like far back, and I don't want that to happen, so I unmercifully disabled it for this time being. And I don't know what's with all these particles in the air and stuff. I've had that before when going towards the Dawnguard and Castle Volkihar, or Volkihar, however you pronounce it. And I'm not too sure if you guys are familiar with this more than I am. Please let me know, and I'll hopefully have a fix for it and get rid of it. But it seems to go away after a period amount of time or going to a different area. So yeah. So, on the behalf of my last video, I hope you guys didn't mind me rambling on too much. I kind of overexpressed myself about how I felt about people advertising their stuff on their content on my channel and stuff like that, hoping that would come to theirs. But I just had to kind of get that off my shoulders. You know, it gets really annoying that you try and make something of yourself on here, and people just like to take advantage of you as well as like take things from you. So. Oh, but I didn't express myself too much, and that I basically said what I needed to say on that video, that I don't really need to repeat much of that on here. So without further ado, let's just focus on what's more interesting, and that is me making my way down here. So, damn, I gotta love that scenery though. So let's get to this next way shrine. I also wanted to update you guys on my current upload schedule, and it seems that my 3-day upload schedule for Monday, Wednesday and Friday might be yes, please.
Then go forth, child.
I think that my upload schedule for the 3 days will be more essential for me, just because based upon the ideas which I come up with may not be, well, let's just say that it'll be hard to keep up with unless I have something more solid and more consistent to come up with, that I'll feel like the need to upload on a more often and regular basis. So like possibly daily, but in the meantime I'll be keeping up to three uploads per week and do my streaming on the weekends. So I feel comfortable with that. I feel that until I get something more solid and more like I can produce more, I will keep up to that upload schedule and stuff. And there is where I need to be right up there. Of course you can't really see it because of these freaking little black square cubes floating around and shit like that. But yeah, I feel like that my upload schedule, at least based upon that plan, will work out for me great. And if not, if I have to really boil it down, I'll do like the backup with just Tuesdays and Thursdays and stuff like that, just to kind of dim down on what I need to upload or what I can upload. And that won't be too boring and stuff like that. So and hopefully next week I'll have something a little more different. Like I'll possibly start doing some Skyrim Special Edition. But to no surprise, I'm actually doing the Dawnguard questline on the Special Edition too, so I mean, there is possibly nothing much more different than what you're seeing right here on the Special Edition, so maybe I might work my way ahead on that side a little bit more, even though there's really not much more going on that side than I'm doing on this, so. Oh, damn it. I was hoping to freaking kill this thing. There we go. There we go. Alright. So as we enter this cave, we shall now be rid of all these damn little black square things. Alright, so it seems like that has taken care of the little black problem or something like that. And also I wanted to touch base with you guys on another interesting fact that I found out here not too long ago. But I was doing some Skyrim Scripting Center updates on the OG Skyrim to see if there's any new current Skyrim Scripting Center builds, And while stumbling upon the website which you download the script extender from, I also noticed that the script extender team is actually in the works and is almost done with the special edition version of the script extender. They're not entirely, but they felt comfortable and confident enough to announce a beta release, which is going to happen in mid-March, which is honestly not that far away than we think. And in case you haven't noticed, but most of my mods on this version of Skyrim, actually 95% of my mods require SKSE to function properly. And I know that there's a lot of mods from other sites such as the Nexus Lovers Lab and all that stuff that are compatible or only will work with Skyrim Script Extender. So with this coming out, I am very stoked to find out what mods will be updated and will be coming to the Script Extender on the Special Edition as soon as its arrival is basically met. So with that said and done, basically what I have here will be playable on the Special Edition, so I'm really stoked for that. Now, unless you understand coding, whether coding is actually what you take for computer science, I know a certain friend of mine is doing that right now, would probably be able to educate me on that, but yeah, it has to do a lot with coding, and I think that because of, well, I don't have any knowledge at all about coding, but I know that it is a major part of what Skyrim Script Extender might be about, and stuff like that, and the amount of coding that goes into what the Script Extender team does is very incomprehensible to me. Like, it's like, how does this even work? Like, it's hard to comprehend. So unless I get like a freaking data link cable plugged into my head that kind of like extracts and synchronizes information with me about how coding works, then that's the only way I'm gonna know. I mean, technically I could find out online for free, but I don't know, I'm just if this is the proper definition to use for it, but I get somewhat attention deficit, which means if I can't learn something at a reasonable pace that I want to learn at, I'll lose interest in it immediately and focus on something I know I can excel at, as well as kind of brain better towards, which is something that I can excel at and do better on. So like, for modding example, like when I first was in my infancy, I never knew how to mod, but once I actually became attuned with it and how certain things work, like with different body textures, I soon discovered that you can only have one body texture mod per character. So I was like, oh, okay, so that's how that works. So unless it's something I'm really interested in all the time, that's the only way that by doing coding or by learning coding will ever apply to me effectively, is if I'm eager to learn it. And I know that coding is a lot to do with game development, and technically, well, the irony is that I want to do game development, and for that I need to take coding in school like that, and unfortunately there's a little something I gotta disclose with you guys, but I don't really have my grade 12 education, but I never let that stop me from, you know, like, I never completely discarded the education part, which I liked to do in high school, and I never really completely ignored it. I'm actually still trying to work with numbers, still trying to learn my, get a better vocabulary together and stuff, so then that way I can make sense of the words that I use. Like sometimes in my videos I don't use the proper words for the right context and stuff, or it doesn't fit the context of the words I'm using. So I want to apologize for all those videos that I made where I misspoken of the wrong words for the proper meaning and stuff like that. But yeah, my education is kind of it was on the fritz. So, but I'm learning. I'm self-teaching myself to learn what I neglected in high school. But unfortunately, I don't think a grade 12 will justify what I'm trying to do, even though it is based upon a career, so it will become essential. But I mean, I do want a grade 12, but then again, having it is not what will determine what gets you a job. I mean, yeah, I do want to do game development and all, but at the same time, I need it in order to get into the field which I want to do. And my career goal, in case you guys haven't noticed or I haven't told you guys, but my career, or at least my dream job, would be to work for 343 Industries working on the Halo games. Just because I'm so fascinated by the Halo universe that nothing would please me more if I was a part of the team that makes the game. And it's been a, well, goal/dream of mine to do that. And I looked up into the departments which they require certain things, and for me it's Well, yeah. Well, for me, I need a grade 12, and then I need something to do with like computer science and stuff like that. So, but I don't know. I mean, the chances of me being exempted from having to do grade 12 is, I'd say, a 50 to a 75 odd chance of me not needing it and needing it. So, but I think the bottom line is I do need a grade 12, which is unfortunate. But I mean,
Be careful. I think we may be in for some trouble.
yeah, with that said and done, I know that I'm needed, but I like there could have been many times where I got it done, but I just didn't take the I don't know, I guess I could say I wasn't ambitious enough to go back and take upgrading stuff. All the chances I did have back in my past to try and get my schooling upgrading done, I know I went to two different programs when I did that, and unfortunately they weren't what I thought they were, which is to get my grade 12 done. But it was more based upon what the career choice path that I wanted to do, and ever since I announced that there's certain schooling that I did, they're like, oh, well, you know, this doesn't require a grade 12, it just requires you to have a very artistic mind. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of poopy. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have come here in the first place. So I only had my first quarter of grade 11, and I mean, that's not really enough to really conclude my knowledge of what it means to proceed further to what I need to do. But at the same time, I know that they have to do an assessment, and depending on how long I've been away from school and how long I've had that knowledge kind of extracted away from me, I don't want to have to do freaking grade 10 all over again. Alright, so here we are back with the floating blocky square things again, but I kind of feel this will be the point where I cut it off to a part 1 and go on to a part 2 series. But I know that the little topic I was going on there was getting a little bit carried away, but there's got to be some things I got to put a halt on while I'm at it. So anyway, I'm going to make this into a 2-part series, so I hope you guys did enjoy. Feel free to provide me some support by dropping some likes or dislikes, whichever you feel today's video deserved, and feel free to subscribe if you're new and wanting more. And I'll hopefully catch you guys during my live streams either tonight or over Saturday and Sunday, as I plan on doing that. So hope you guys have a nice day and a nice weekend, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.